Beautiful. All right, kids. Lovely. So what we're going to look at now is just very, very simply how to do a proper punch in detail. So making sure that when you're punching, when we get into like board breaks and things like that, you do them really, really well and you're not hurting yourself. So first thing's a fist. Hand comes up like this. Fingers go down. Thumb goes across your fingers at the bottom. All right? So underneath like that. Now what I need to do here is turn my fist forward. The knuckles that I hit with are these two here. So my index finger and my middle finger, those two knuckles. We're pointing, boom, out like that. Very important when you're punching, when you're making impact with anything, that your hands aren't bent like that. Because then that happens, then what happens is the power that's coming through here will go, boom, and it goes through your wrist rather than through your knuckles, and that hurts. So it needs to be a really, really straight line through your arm. No bends, none of this. It's got to be boom, straight, okay? And I'm pointing with those knuckles. We got a blackboard. I'll do a blackboard break. Right. So when you're doing punches like this, these punches are designed for breaking, right? They're powerful punches. If you're punching like this, like if I punch that like that, you see what happens to my hand? It opens up, it goes weak. And if I punch hard enough, I would snap my wrist there. It's not what you want to do. When you're punching with those knuckles, it's got to be very, very straight. Boom, straight there. All my power comes from my hips. So I rotate my hips with my punch and I point. And you'll see it starts like this and then it twists in at the end. Twists in with those knuckles at the end. I like thinking of it as a wave. You imagine that there's a wave going through your body. So it starts in your foot, right? So here, it's like this wave. It starts at my foot, rolls up through my hips, into my shoulder, down through my arm, boom, and crashes through my hand. So when I'm punching a board, I'll shift it back up. So when I'm punching a board, I like using that visual because it makes me relaxed, but then boom, it makes me powerful at the end, which is where my power comes from. So this would be like a wave crashing on the shore. The other thing to be really, really clear of when you're punching boards is this isn't my target, okay? My target's back here. I have to aim through the board. If I'm aiming for the surface, I'm gonna hurt myself. I need to go through it. Whenever you're doing any board breaks or any punches like that, you need to be very, very clear of the result that you want, not what might happen in the process of getting that result. Okay, so I'm not thinking, well, this is gonna hurt my hand, this is gonna break my knuckle, this is gonna be bad, I don't know how to punch. No, clear that. You've gotta have a really clear image in your head that that board is already broken before I swing. Punch. Right, so I'm here, boom, there, I'll just do a couple light, just to get my distance. Get very clear in my head what I want. And go straight through. Cool? And there, that's hit that knuckle. So it was a good punch. A little bit on that knuckle, nothing there. If you punch it badly, what happens is on these knuckles, you rip skin very, very quickly. And it hurts, right? These aren't that strong. And when you hit with that knuckle, you can break it quite easily. So you want to make sure that you're hitting with these knuckles. Don't go out now and go punching boards. That's not the idea of me showing you that. It's just to show you that it works. Your knuckles need to get harder, and that happens slowly. If you go out and you start trying to punch walls and do all that sort of stuff, you're going to hurt your hands. I can do that because I've done it so many times, and my knuckles are used to it, and they can be hard. But even me, like I don't train that all the time. So if I go out and do a lot of that, I'm going to hurt my hands quite a lot. It's practice, right? It's consistency. You've got to build that slowly. So you do a couple of board breaks one day, give your hand a rest, let it get better, then come back and do some more later. Okay? All right. That's how you punch. Make sure you come back to me next time. Good punches. And when you're punching that board next time, make sure you're getting that rotation with the hips. Imagine yourself as a wave and boom, crash at the end. Cool? All right. Enjoy.